The wheat is growing, even though dust blows in sometimes. I walk with Daddy around the farm and see that the pond is holding its own. It will keep Ma's apple trees alive, nourish her garden, help the grass around it grow, enough to lie in and dream, if I feel like it, and stand in and wait for Mad Dog when he comes past once a week on his way from Amarillo, where he works for the radio. And as long as the dust doesn't crush the winter wheat, we'll have something to show in the spring, for all Daddy's hard work. Not a lot, but more than last year. Prairie birds, the whistle of gophers, the wind blowing, the smell of grass and spicy earth. Friends like Mad Dog, the cattle down in the river, water washing over their hooves. The sky so big, so full of shifting clouds. The cloud shadows creep over the fields. Daddy's smile, and his laugh, and his songs. Louise, food without dust. Daddy singing to Ma's piano, newly cleaned and tuned. The days when my hands don't hurt at all. The thank you note from Lucille in Moline, Kansas. The sound of rain. Daddy's hole staying full of water as the windmill turns. The smell of grain, of damp earth, of hope returning to our farm. The poppies set to bloom on Ma and Franklin's grave. The morning with the whole day waiting, full of promise. The night of quiet, of no expectations, of rest, and the certainty of home, the one I live in, and the one that lives in me. I'm getting to know music again, and it's getting to know me. We sniff each other's armpits, and inside each other's ears, and behind each other's necks. We are both confident, and a little sassy. And I know now that all the time I was trying to get out of the dust, the fact is, what I am because of the dust. And what I am is good enough, even for me. The passage that I just read from Out of the Dust by Karen Hesse is a very strong one. It is when Billie Joe starts to realize that this is her life. Everything happens for a reason, and when she has a little hope, anything can happen. The wheat started to grow through the dust after years. Her dad started to become more open with her and loving, and she started to play music again, which was the only thing she thought she received from her mother. She starts to forgive her father for leaving kerosene beside the stove, and she forgives herself for accidentally pouring it on her. She accepts herself for who she is. She's proud of where she comes from, and it's good enough for her. The picture I chose from Children of the Dust Bowl by Jerry Stanley tied into the passage I chose because it shows Okie children building their school, and like Billie Joe, these children have suffered through a lot in their young lives, and the fact that they were able to have their own school and build it for themselves and by themselves made them proud to be Okies. And even though the school wasn't really anything like a public school in California at the time, it was good enough for them.